aggro decks kind of get really people play them wrong, and the idea is your minions are like really important in Hearthstone, and because they're kind of a resource of continuing to put down damage. Whereas, so here in Zoth, we almost always keep, and the South Sea Deckhand is a pretty good follow-up immediately. Um, we'd like a Fiery War Axe also. Ship's Cannon's not terrible. Um, oh, and that's not bad either. So almost always we're doing this. We can decide on whether or not we do Deckhand. Probably Ship's Cannon. Okay, we're going to hit because we're probably going to, well, we are going to re-equip the Fiery War Axe. This might get frostbolted. There's no problem there. That's just a frostbolt not going to our face. Cold Sorcerer, okay. So this is probably too good to pass up. Got a little unfortunate there. Would have liked to have forced a ping. And do you have the Frostbolt? It does not have the Frostbolt. Okay, so what we'll do here is protect our minions. And that is amazingly fortunate. Ooh, really good return. Need this to hit here. And it didn't. Well, personally, I think this thing has to die. The first card off is Mirror Entity. Granting him a one-turn reprieve. We'll hold the upgrade. In case for some reason he plays Harrison Jones, right? Does he have... Ooh. Get wrecked. Now he needs a freeze effect. So there we go. Well, these are all good cards, but we want ones and twos. We are on the coin, so there are some threes that we would keep, but not if we don't have. Okay, awesome. Kind of exactly what we're looking for. We'd also like to have a Fiery War Axe. but we didn't necessarily get one. Let's see, does he have a turn one play? He does. Possess villager. Um, Before that gets out of control, we'll just go ahead and take care of that. He can still clear our guy. Okay, so we can take a chance with the ship's cannon because that it'll clear. It'll be a 50-50 chance, which is probably what we need to do. So we'll hit him face because our chance doesn't change any. Boom. Not saying that won us the game, but it might have. Might have. Very fortunate for him. So we're definitely going to play a pirate. And I think we're going to set it up so that we can try and get the hit here. Didn't happen. Unfortunate. He doesn't get a good boost here. We're going to just go ahead and take out this because it's a really good trade for us. Then we have the choice. We might be able to battle rage. Tap, places one drop. Okay. I think we battle rage for 3 because we'll never get better value than that. So, do we control a pirate on the board? We do not. So that's not going to help us. So let's do this. Okay. Now he needs to do something to remove the pirate. That's not going to do it. So we can just go ahead and end this now. Okay, so I got to apologize. Apparently, the pop you heard in the lost game was me disconnecting my headset. So that wasn't good. We're going to try and narrate here post haste, and unfortunately, I can't give you quite the same insight that I would before. We really want weapons here. The South Sea Deckhand is a pretty good keep. Captain Greenskin isn't. Um, so we'll keep one of those. We're really looking for a fiery war axe. And there we go. Hey, that's pretty good. And the spell isn't bad either. It's got 4 damage, so it can take care of like a totem call. So that's good stuff. Lead with a 1-drop, and hopefully puts out a Trog. Looks like we're going to face a totem golem, and this is pretty good because we can clear that pretty easy. We're just going to do that. Hit him for 2. And unless he has a lightning bolt, he can't do anything this turn. And we're free to develop a minion or an axe. The axe with upgrade is such a good thing because we put 12 damage out there. We can do 6 this turn. Got 8 in reserve. Good stuff. So on 3, his best thing to play is probably Spirit Wolves. And hey, there they are. Feral Spirits. Why not? And that is just an awesome top deck. And that's one of the nice things about this deck. It's got great top decks. There's some cards that are, kind of dead, but as long as the synergies are such that often a lot of the cards are just really, really, really good top decks. He's going to totem here. That's kind of an annoying totem for us. And we don't really get anything that can play. So a couple of ship's cannons. Trade out that to protect the 4/1. Reserve the weapon. And that gives us 12 plus the heroic strike. So we've got 16 on board, which is enough to kill him. You put the shaman in deep think. Tuskar. So he's got to find a taunt totem or he's dead. Yeah, here goes the totem. 4, rolling for taunt. Doesn't get one. And that's just GG. And he knows it. So good deal, good deal. Okay, so we're playing against a zoo, or I'm sorry, a warlock. Just because I'm doing narration, I happen to know it's a zoo. But our mulligan doesn't matter much either way. This is the type of mulligan we are going to keep because warlock, unless they have mortal coil in hand, isn't going to do much with this 1-drop in any form of warlock. And war axe handles almost every turn 2 play that they have. They have one turn 3 that they can cheat out that we wouldn't handle well. But we are in a situation where we get some real value from Bloodsail Cultists. So we're gonna try for it, right? We're going for the value play um, off the weapon, which translates to better damage. Zoo kind of damages itself anyway. He can't really play Flame Hemp, and he knows it, so he plays really a pretty good one drop in this situation because it challenges our board. We just happen to have the Fiery War Axe. Um, the Void Walker would have been fine too, a 1/3 Void Walker. Egg. Um, so we can get the value here, and you can either ignore the egg or clear it in total, and we're facey, so I avoid it. Um, not, I've thought about clearing it, but and here's the thing: Zoo normally, when they put the egg out, can use it, and that's what's happening here. Uses a coin and gets a Void Terror, and boy, is this a nice big board. And for those who've played Zoo a lot, you remember doing this a year ago, right? So we got some more value. He can do 11 a turn, so we're on a 3-turn clock. The 2/1 is always going to go to his face. So if we take the 4, we're on a 4-turn clock, and we've got 10 damage, so we can kill him in 4 turns, right? So we'll do that. So we're just showing him that, hey, you know what? My clock's a little bit faster than yours. And there's an 8/6. That puts us on a 3-turn clock again. Okay. So he extends his clock and then removes it immediately, right? Because he took 3 damage off and then hit himself in the face for 3 damage. So we can do 9 with, I guess, Arcanite next. So 11 puts him down to 8. Ship's Cannon would just be fodder to eat some damage. Upgrade is really good. Upgrade's good. So we'll upgrade. And then Heroic Strike. And that way we can do 12. Boom. Boom. And that sets us up for, we could just kill him if he has no taunt. And if he taunts up, we could just get our card that does 6 face after he pounds us in the face for 14. Gets us below our magic threshold of 12. So, and he's going to pound us in the face for only 12, but we're still behind our threshold, but taunt. And unfortunately, that top deck's not going to do it for us. So yeah, Zoo still pretty good. Good deck. Can't complain about it. All right, Warrior versus Warrior. Warrior. Well, again, we're going to look for 1s and 2s. Control Warrior. You could arguably keep some more valuable cards, but we really don't have what we're going to consider value cards. I mean, it's not like Mid-Range Hunter where you're going to keep a Piloted Shredder. Your synergies are such that when you curve out well, you get your best values. So Inzoth's First Mate, really good. Gets us some weapons, starts shipping off some armor. Good stuff. And just thinking about to put the, there we go. So he'll want to clear that with a Fiery War Axe. So his if he has the War Axe, ooh, a slam, good deal. So we did get some value into it. We will re-equip the Fiery War Axe. Go face. Primarily because it allows us to put Bloodsail Raider out. Oh, the top decks. Gonna go with Unstable Ghoul here. Or, I'm sorry, not the Unstable Ghoul. Frothing Berserker. Ooh, means an execute is coming. There's an execute. No problem. All right. So he's at 17. And he gives us the ability, I mean, we just have the ability to clear that. All right, so we get to play 2 cards for essentially free, but we have to damage ourselves. He's already played an execute, so we're probably okay with this. So we get a 6/3 that's protected. The 1/2 will go to our face. And there's just a car. And we're going to use our Heroic Strike here, because it's not as much damage as the Arcanine Reaper. A little unfortunate. All right. And we put him at a decision point. Which of these do you want to remove? He's got a hero power every time. He's still got 5 mana. And this isn't looking great. He got an execute. No, he got a shield slam. Either or. It is what it's going to be, right? Arcanine Reaper does exactly 1 damage to him each turn. So this is not great. Hopefully we draw a pirate and we can get some synergy there. Take him down to 9. A pirate. And so we're now, he's at 7. He's got to clear one of these. Green skin would be my guess. Really wants to clear both. He'll go back up to 8. We got 14 over 2 turns, and he's got 15. He's going to be down. Yeah, 15. So we're still going to need some damage. And Brawl, unique. He's at 11, so we need 4. Boom, 4 right off the top. That's, I mean, that is a impressive thing. So pretty awesome. So again, we're on the wild ladder, facing Paladin. The Inzoth we're definitely keeping. The South Deckhand is a pretty good keep. Everything else is a little bit of late game. And just screenshot that. That is kind of your perfect opening against any class. If it's Secret Paladin, then it's not Secret Paladin. Well, it could be a slower version of Secret Paladin. So we are going to essentially put him at a fork. and hit face. So he can choose to hit the 2/1, right? Or he can hit the 1/1 and go for value. So he is. And then we have the opportunity. Ooh, yeah, didn't see that coming, but it is what it is. We can now take the 2/1 out with a rusty hook, but we can put a 3/3 out that he can't clear. Now his 2/3 will take out our 2/1, or okay, muster. So he probably takes the 3/3 out with his face. Um, that's not bad for us. Okay. We're going to lose the board, so, and this is going to be kind of the case with all paladins. Eventually, you can't stop their search. 2/3. So I'm thinking Inzoth is primarily what I'm thinking. So we'll put out the charge minion. And do we do 3 to the face? Well, we're going to do 4 to the face. Do we do 3? Yes. And I'm thinking about not doing that because if you take out the 1/1, then he's got to use his face to take out the rest of it. Solemn Vigil, a little different for Inzoth. Muster Battle again. Captain Greenskin is the excellent, excellent, excellent play. He can clear it, so there's not a lot of reason to worry about it. If he, for some reason, has a mysterious challenger, that will not be great. He doesn't, but he does play a Sludge Belcher. So need to do something to clear it. At this point, that Sludge Belcher really, really, really it blocks us. But the 3/4 can soak up some damage, possibly put some damage on him. Actually, if it puts some damage on him, need to put more damage than that on him. Okay. This is a really good turn. Argent Horse Rider to clear the 1/2, and then frothing, because he'll want to take care of the frothing, right? Okay, so his 1/1 takes out the 2/1, and he probably, well, scratch that. Hey, but we're clear now. And a little bit of life. And he's top decking too. He just happens to have a board. The pirate might soak up some damage. And we're going to do our best to stay alive until we can maybe find something that will allow us to live and win this game. Okay, so we're essentially on the last turn here. So we need Heroic Strike. Oh, perfect. 10 damage. Well played. So top decks are pretty good in this deck. What can you say? Another paladin. There's no shortage of those on this in this in the wild meta. Enzoth, good, good. We will throw back the fours, just too early. Okay. We've been consistently drawing ones. It doesn't always happen. And we will pop them in the face. You want to use the Rusty Hook as much as possible because by the time you're out of the Rusty Hook, you should have another weapon in hand. There's six in the deck, so just with a nice even spread, you should be expecting one, you know, every 5 cards or so. And we start off with four of them. Okay, that's pretty good. So next turn, we could just vomit out the hand. It's probably not the best thing to do. If we get a weapon, we definitely don't want to do that. So one upgrade, because we didn't get the weapon, you know, we kind of want to keep a weapon around, which makes our Dread Corsair cheaper, right? And we'll hit that. And the reason for that is, even though we're hitting one, you know, using 2 damage on a 1/1, our 1/1 can hit over the next 2 turns, so it's kind of equivalent damage. But if he lives 3 turns and we go 3 damage, so that repeating damage, even though it doesn't seem like much, is a lot of damage. Go 3, 4 turns. So board tempo is more important than weapon value. Next turn 7. He could consecrate us here, but it doesn't do much. Right? Pull out the coin consecration move. You could also coin Wild Pyro or coin Equality. Wild Pyro. Hammer Wrath. Okay. Draws him a card. Okay. That gets a little more value out. I mean, we're all in at this point. Consecration is not great here, but if he has it, he'll play it. If he has Equality Wild Pyromancer, he'll play that too, but he would have played that anyway last turn. Okay. That's a pretty good top deck. There we go. Well, this is a little unique. Rogue. So the last game looked like or actually the last few games, it looks like we're getting top deck lucky. But it's kind of the way the deck is built is that your top decks are really synergize well. If you're holding board, they synergize fantastically, and they tend to be good. Um, Otherwise, if you're not holding board, they can be bad. So if you play this like I'm just going to go face all the time, you will lose. There's no doubt. So we're against a rogue here, and what he is likely going to do, or I'm sorry, she is likely going to do, we're debating the upgrade, um, is coin, or I'm sorry, not coin, just dagger up and take the 1/1 out. Which is a little unfortunate because if it didn't happen, we could get some value out of the 3/3. But Argent Horse Rider is really good against a rogue because it's essentially almost four damage guaranteed. So he needs to pop the Divine Shield. Divine Shield popped, and then Backstab. So that's a card plus 4 damage from him. Then he'll redagger. So here, we're going to hit because almost certainly we're re-equipping. Awesome. Rogue's real good about removing minions. Ooh, can't complain too much about that. So we kind of have upgrades for days. I think we have to go with the upgrade plan. Question is, do we remove the Azure Drake? Really not yet. Might have to next turn. Shiv. Okay. We're at 25. 7, 8. Couple of Cold Bloods would be another 8, 16. And some Leroy action would be pretty close. Let's see. Ah. Well, again, top decks are good.